The Special Advisor to Kogi State Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo on Youth and Student Matters and the founder of OJN Annual Symposium Nihi Oladele has used the occasion of his 37th birthday to launch the 6th Annual Symposium with a building structure to serve as the Secretariat where the affairs of youth will be handled with aims of grooming youth and empowering them to become positive ambassadors in the state. Oladele, during the commissioning of the OJN Foundation Secretariat located at Zone 8 Lokoja, solicited a sum of 500 million naira to address youth matters as an NGO. He assured the present administration of Ahmed Usman Ododo of his commitment towards the development and advancement of youth in the state. Let's join Faith Adike for more.
The celebrant Oladele Nihi said that the vision is personal to share his dreams and vision of empowering and equipping young people across Kogi State and beyond.
This space, which houses 4 key offices, a library, a resource store, 200 seating capacity hall, is not just a building. It is a center for transformation, collaboration, and growth. It is a physical representation of our belief that young people are not just the future, they are the now.
He said the Secretariat will serve as Kogi State Youth Hub and a center for transformation, collaboration, and growth. Nihi noted that the present administration is committed to investing, supporting general advancement, and championing innovation among youths.
As the founder of the OJN Foundation, I am proud of what we have built together, yet aware that there is still much to do. That is why today we are launching a 500 million appeal fund to expand our reach, deepen our impact, and scale up our youth humanitarian assistance program. This fund is not just about numbers. It is about life change, opportunities created, and future rewritten. As a special advisor to the governor of Kogi State on youth and student matter, I assure you that this administration remains deeply committed to investing in young minds, supporting educational advancement, and championing innovation. This secretariat is not just one of many, but is an expression of that vision.
The Minister for Youth Development and the Chairman of the Day, Ayodele Olawande, represented by Adetono Omolaye, commended Oladele Nihi for his commitment and the role he is playing in the lives of youths across Nigeria and globally.
Over the past 6 years, OJN has channeled his experience into this symposium and the new foundation secretariat, which we are here gathered today, providing a dedicated youth hub for capacity building, innovation, and community service. It is fitting to say that we gather under this theme: youth innovating for impact, leadership, entrepreneurship, and social responsibility. And one of the social responsibility of a committed Nigerian youth is to provide a platform for young people to gather, to learn, and to also discover themselves. And that is what OJN symbolizes. We're talking about youth leadership. Nigeria's future depends on youth who lead with courage and integrity. OJN demonstrates this daily through its work in media, policy, and Pan-African youth movements. In case you don't know, OJN has traversed more than 30 countries, propagating the cause of young people across countries, across regions, across different languages. It is a rare privilege that we that have been privileged to identify with him has actually appreciated God in his life, because for you to represent Nigeria, to represent Kogi State, to even represent West Africa, it's not just a mere thing, it's a privilege, and we celebrate you, sir.
He outlisted the role of the present administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for youths, thanked Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo for giving youths an enabling environment to strive in the state.
When we talk about entrepreneurship, the Nigeria Youth Investment Fund has grown between 75 billion naira to 110 billion, a testament to the government's commitment to youth-led business. We complement this with digital skills through the Nigeria Youth Academy that reiterates one youth 2 skills, which means every youth in Nigeria must have nothing less than 2 skills. This initiative targeted the support in agriculture via youth farmers portal. OJN understands the value of entrepreneurship, not just as income, but as a pathway to innovation and community upliftment.
The Mother of the Day, Deputy Director and Senior Lecturer, Institute of Raw Materials Research, Nasarawa State University, Victoria Jato, urged youth to come together to innovate ideas. She commended John Nihi for his commitment towards the youth's welfare.
What OJN stands for here deeply resonates with me as a researcher. It is connected with the facts and the numbers that yes, we have a high growing youthful population in the country. Not just in the country but in Africa. And it disturbs us so much to know that more than 50% of this youthful population are not formally employed. I know what it is for a Nigerian youth to wake up with a first-class degree, open with a 1,000 naira balance in the account, and then of course you'll be tempted to japa. If all of you japa, what happens to the immediate community? To indeed people like us, sisters and mothers, who then will protect us? These are the same people that have possibly denied us of a lot of benefits. I am privileged to see and talk to these young ones every day, not just in Nasarawa State University where I lecture. And I know that innovation is rooted in research. I know that innovation is rooted in knowledge.
The empathic and compassionate governor of our time, the one they are using as a reference for a good successor, that is Alhaji Ahmed Usman Ododo. So on behalf of His Excellency Alhaji Ahmed Usman Ododo, I dedicate Oladele John Niyi Foundation building to the glory of God Almighty and for humanity.
The representatives of Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo, Secretary to the Government of the State, Dr. Falasha De Ayo Ade, expressed appreciation to God for the gift of life and congratulated John Nihi at 37.
The positions we find ourselves and the fact that we breathe is something to glorify God for. I tell you, if we are to buy air, the likes of, I will not mention name now, will not allow us access the air. But it has pleased God to make air free for you and I. And so we appreciate him. Congratulations, Deleni. This is one son of mine that is troublesome and stubborn. You know, you have children, some of them gives you peace, some of them you have concern over them. Deleni is one of them that I'm always praying for because I have concern about him. Congratulations on your 37th birthday.
The keynote speaker and the Federal Permanent Secretary, Adesola Olusade, also praised John Nihi for his aspirations, explained the theme youth innovating for impact leadership, entrepreneurship and social responsibility.
Social responsibility is generally the least spoken or the least understood of the three concepts, but it is the most powerful element of the team. It is the soul of innovation. It asks the question, who benefits from what I build? What legacy am I leaving? To innovate socially, our youth must address local challenges such as waste, illiteracy, health, inequality through social enterprises. When conducting us around the edifice, we saw the ICT area where youth could come to learn how to be ICT literate so that you are better informed and can benefit more from facilities in the space. We want our youth to practice volunteerism, climate advocacy and inclusive community development. We want you to stand up for clean governance, promote transparency, stand against corruption, and vote responsibly.
The guest speaker, Dr. Sani Abdullahi Ozomata, emphasized on sustainable youth development among youth and said to sustain this development is through system, policies, and partnerships that deliver long-term results.
We must all accept a simple truth. Nigeria's future is inseparable from the development of its youth. Yet, the real challenge lies not just in supporting youth development, but in driving it sustainably. Through systems, policies, and partnerships that deliver long-term results and intergenerational equity. And that is what OJN is trying to do.
He called on youth to take advantage of any opportunities given to them to advance their potential.
You feel it is just a government largesse, that you spend it and you go and look for another one. For how long are we going to continue following leaders for 5K, 10K? We have to tell ourselves the truth. 5K, 10K is not empowerment. 5K, 10K is not empowerment. If you give old women 5K, if you give old women 10K, I can understand. You need to go to the market. What do you give? Why do you give youth 5K, 10K? To do what? I want to implore all of us to know that Rome was not built in a day. We have to start from the scratch.
Others who spoke at the event commended Nihi for his giant strides.
We must imbibe unity because that is the only thing that can drive the youth to the successful land. If taking this decision and it works for you, there are some of our mates over there, that's where I gather here, they are somewhere else taking the bad decision. But in your own case, you believe in the future, you believe in the state, and you believe in excellence. He has given us the opportunity for us to serve. It's not easy. Thank God I will have a grandfather who has introduced the youth. His Excellency, the former governor, Alajaya Bello. And Alajaya Bello's Manodo is consultating on it. That is why we're here. Ordinarily, in years back, somebody like myself cannot serve as a government appointee.
Yes.
If you look at all the auditor generals in the office, they are all retirees. But today, we're given this opportunity. I want to beg the youth that we should not take this opportunity for granted. We should not deceive ourselves, and at the same time, we should be able to prove to the elders that tomorrow we are going to become elders, and that tomorrow start from now.
The idea is what matters, and it's more or less a bigger idea in a smaller place, but we'll expand from here, and the youth who are here who are going to benefit from here. It's not about you. This project will uplift you, and I'm happy with what you have initiated.
And that this great initiative, if others, undertake this type of initiative, many of our youths that are very problematic to society will really be able to change their orientation and get them to contribute to the growth and development of the state.
His Royal Majesty Shaidu Akawo Salihu, the Ohimegi Igu of Kotun Karifi, the father of the day, congratulated John Nihi for his occasion of his birthday and commended him for building a secretariat and the role he has played. He urged the youth to invest in agriculture. The event has in attendance top government functionaries, traditional rulers, captains of industries, among others. Faith Adike reporting for MSC TV.